Hello beautiful people and welcome back to my channel. Today's actually really exciting. It is sadly the end of a chapter but also the beginning of a new era, which I'm so excited about. I am moving studios. This is my current studio which I have been navigating and working from for the past, I don't know, I'm gonna say 7 months. A lot of beautiful pieces have actually been created here. This studio was really just magical. Don't get me wrong, it was a lot more of a confined space to what I'm used to. Actually one of the smallest, actually the smallest studio that I've ever had. But in actual fact, I got so much more work done. I started my new Seascape series here. I grew my faith with God and so many magical things have been born here in such a kind of short-lived time. Like I think it's been about like 7-8 months, which I'm so grateful for, because if you knew the position I was in like a few kind of just like after I'd given birth, it was like basically starting from the beginning. So I'm honestly just so grateful. So I will give you a little tour of my existing studio, which I shall miss. There is honestly the most beautiful natural daylight in this studio. It's actually in nighttime-ish at the moment. Just kind of give you like a little pan shot. This is BTS behind the scenes. The only sign that I ever show on my kind of socials and just whenever I photograph is this wall. So I have had to work with angles. Okay, so we are about to go in. So I'm just gonna give you like a pan and shot. I absolutely cannot wait. Honestly, I am just so grateful. I will put in a clip of some of my other studios that I'd had before. But for those of you who don't know, so after I had my child, I was like really struggling to juggle everything. It was like catastrophic. So I actually had to get rid of my studio. So for a long period of time, just under a year, I didn't have a studio, and that was like the first time I didn't have a place to create since I first started. I was kind of just at home doing like full-time motherhood, which is amazing. I wouldn't change it for the world. I really do think everything was meant to happen the way it did. So to then kind of get back on my feet, get a studio and then kind of get another studio after that, I'm just so grateful, because at one stage I really was considering giving it all up if it was even possible to juggle with motherhood. It really did feel like it was impossible, and there was just kind of like no light at the end of the tunnel. But just as a reassurance to everyone, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. I can honestly only thank God. I'm just honestly just so grateful to just have progressed. Yeah, I'm just so grateful. I've basically moved over most of my stuff. As you can see, it is an absolute mess, and I do actually have a piece that I'm working on tomorrow. So I'm just gonna have to like shift everything to this side of the room. Sorry if I'm making you dizzy. I'm gonna have to shift everything to this side of the room to then work on the piece over here, if that makes sense. I think this is going to be the side where I paint. I always kind of like try to partition the studio off into half, and the side of larger wall space is normally where I paint, because I land and expand. So that is good. That's good wall space. Side will be I'm undecided yet, but it kind of needs to be storage and things like my fridge, microwave, etc. Rome's dungarees for when he comes to paint with me. Got like miscellaneous stuff over here. Yeah, there's absolutely no order, but I am just buzzing. So as usual, I just want to thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to see the journey behind my studio, almost renovating it and making it my own, be sure to like, follow and subscribe, because I will have regular studio updates. I'm so excited because I actually have the space. Before I go, I just wanted to give you some words of encouragement, and I just want to tell you, please, whatever you do, never ever give up on yourself. Even when you cannot see a way, I promise you, God will always find a way for you. even when it feels completely out of sight. Never give up on yourself, and even when you don't feel like it, please, please, please continue showing up each day, just chipping away and taking the small steps. It's the small actions that will create small steps which will build momentum, and momentum builds growth. We are human and we are not motivated every day, so please also never rely on motivation. Just believe in yourself, have faith, and keep chipping away. Build the momentum and you will see the growth. Anyways, that is it for today. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, follow and subscribe for weekly and consistent content, and I shall see you all again next week.